Barricade. Black car, wait, you know. Anywho, let's take a look at the bits and pieces here. This is just kind of a barricade I made. I was just making a basic car transformer, and it wasn't supposed to be him. I'm like, you know, this kind of looks like Barricade, it's not Barricade. I am actually really proud of this because of how well the car mode looks, even though it still looks janky. Considering that I have only these kind of wheels to work, I don't have the nicer ones, I think this came out pretty good. As you can see, door, bit of a window detail. We got tail fins, very ugly gap right there. Back windows, light bar. I tried raising this up before transformation, I can't. Underneath, it's actually really clean. You can see a little bit of joints and hinges. See a little something poking through there. But overall, that's really solid. And he can roll-ish. Like with all LEGO Transformers, take it with a grain of salt. Just kind of have to finick everything into place in order to get anything to work correctly. Here he is next to this guy. Small. Scourge. Puny. Optimus. Still puny. But you can fit on the back this time. Alright, for transformation for this guy, it's actually pretty fun. So, to start, I remember how to transform this guy for starters. You want to take this windshield section, pull it up. And then you want to take these sections and just separate it from the lower arm part. Bring it out. Same thing for this side. Just bring it up and out. Alright, from here, you want to come to this section where that blue part is. Just kind of want to wiggle everything apart, detach, the car's going to break into two. So, right here, I'm going to take the chest, rotate it around, bring it up. And so you're just going to leave it sitting like this until we can get everything else into place. So we're going to start with the upper body. Don't know why I have the camera so high. We're going to take the arm and just pull these up like that. Then we can start work on these. So, bring the arm out, rotate it around, turn it this way, and press down. Arm done. They're really simple. But I think that benefits him, not having something terribly complex. Alright, so from here, you're going to come on these parts right here and just rotate the arm around. And then just moving the arm down into position like this. That's kind of what the final product should look like. And then you're just gonna rotate it around, move it up here. So yeah, that's what needs to happen. So you just take this whole chunk. Move it around. And there. Just starting to shape up, take the head, rotate it around, boom. Now he looks really weird. Alright, so now we're going to move on to the legs, because we can't do much with that until we do this. First thing you're going to want to do, pull down these. Second thing, split the legs. And then we can start working them individually. So, first thing here, bring up this light section, take this part, and just swing this around, and you're going to bring this whole section down here. That's going to collapse up so it forms a leg like that. Bring this heel section back here, rotate the headlight assembly down, and then just kind of move the leg out of the way for now. And then you're also going to want to just move this part on top of there for now. Just to try and get everything out of the way, we'll fine tune everything later. So once again, up, out, Just kind of finick all of this around. Make sure everything's in place. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention with the other leg. There's a stud here. This tabs into there. Just like that. Forgot to do it on this foot. There's not much holding them together aside this small armature. Yeah, same thing here. Just fold it around. Then move it forward. And you're going to flip these around. So that way the wheel is on the inside. Alright, now we can move back to the other half of the car. And all of this is kibble. Believe it or not. So, start by untabbing all of this. So these are just connected by studs. And this part's a little bit difficult, but these are on hinges. So you just kind of move them out just enough to free up the bumper. And these are on stud friction. So you just kind of want to get everything out of the way so you can move the bumper up. And this is going to be the hard part. This part is very weird and very strange with how I've done it. So I'm going to take these wheel sections, move them all the way back. So they sit very far up, like that. Then we take the hood section here, or the bumper. You're just going to push back and push up, which will give it this weird angled look. And then there's a small gap between here, and that's what this is going to get lodged in between. So, bringing back this chunk, back here, and it's just going to slip in between those. And then from here, just get everything leveled out. Drop all of this down. There's two pegs sticking out of these chunks a little bit. These clips are going to grab onto those. So this part's a little bit difficult because just getting things just lined up is a little bit tricky. Because it's a very, very fine. Yeah, so just like that. Just kind of push it into place. Push it into place. Alright, so shoulders up, and we have these bits dangling out to the side. There's a small gap, which is going to be very hard to show, but you're going to move this piece out of the way, and then in between that gap, between that blue part and this part, this will just... Oh, okay, so it's like a very 50-50 split whether on his chest will want to cooperate with you, but what needs to happen, this part folds up in there. It seems I have everything slightly misaligned. The alignment with this guy is really important, so you need to have this poking out just a little bit, and this will slide just in there, just like that. And same for this side, just barely fitting in. There we go. So you can reveal the head. Then from here, we're just going to take these parts, rotate them down, bring up the knee pad, pull down this way. So you want this at about like a 45-degree angle. So just everything kind of sits like that. So there we go. Everything is now properly lined up, and there we have Barricade as robot mode. So yeah, that was a complex transformation, but overall this guy probably has my favorite 360 view. From the legs, got the bumper parts, back of the leg doesn't look too bad, heel, got the wheels on the inside, but they sit pretty flush, all things considered. Got some gold parts in there, make it look some sort of that detailing. Window for the chest, panels for the arms, head. And in the back, you got like these little bits flaring out. And you also have these like sound wave parts up top and the entire front bumper just like compressed in a weird way along his back. I don't really know how to describe it, just looks cool. He is finicky though when it comes to getting all the parts on the chest lined up. It's a very fine-tuning thing. Anywho, for articulation, forward back for the head, very far down, pretty good up, rotation. He has a joint right here on his arms, and a joint right here. He also has this. Arms can do a full 360. You have a bicep swivel above and below the elbow, about 90 degrees of bend, and if you angle it right, you get more. Hands do nothing. Legs can go forward that far, back, that. Got 90 degrees of bend at the knee. Swivel here in that location. And you also have a separate ankle and back tilt, but the main foot itself does not tilt. And then for his accessories, I just made him a basic cannon, so you just kind of take this part of his arm, flip it out, take this whole other assembly right here, oops, and kind of just slap it on top. I don't know, it's something, looks kind of cool. You can get him into a pretty good pose. I don't know, something like that. Alright, comparison time. Here he is with... Oh, he died. Unnamed Decepticon. They're about the same height. Optimus Prime. Oh, the other guy lost something. Scourge. Doesn't even fit in frame fully. I don't have a Barricade, so here he is with Jazz. And Among Us. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Took me a while to make this guy, not really, that's a lie. Subscribe because I make cool things and I'm assuming you like cool things, so cool things.